Southwest Airlines is the most flown airline in the United States. With well over 100 million passengers a year and sometimes operating 4,000 flights per day during peak travel seasons, Southwest has become the go-to for travelers hoping to get from A to B at a low price. However, it wasn't always as popular. This titan of industry used to only legally be allowed to fly in the state of Texas until deregulation of the industry in 1978 allowed it to cross state lines. This is the story of how an airline that started from offering a few flights a day became one of the most frequently flown in the world. Southwest Airlines, initially named Air Southwest Company, was established in 1967 by Herb Keller as a strictly intrastate airline within the borders of Texas. The company would later go on to change its name to Southwest Airlines in 1971. From the very beginning, Southwest was under attack by competitors due to Southwest's business model of undercutting prices and gaining its reputation as a low-cost carrier. Southwest was able to win the lawsuits filed by their competitors due to their exemption from regulations that national carriers had to follow, thus allowing the company to grow significantly within the state of Texas. In 1978, the airline industry was deregulated by the introduction of the Airline Deregulation Act. This new legislature removed government controls over fares, routes, and new entrants, essentially turning the industry into a free market. This paved the way for Southwest to branch out into interstate service and to deploy its already very successful business model on a much larger scale. However, they did it with caution. As the new age of a deregulated airline industry settled in, many low-cost carriers rushed to grow as quickly as possible, but unfortunately spread themselves too thin trying to capture the new market. Due to the nature of low-fare pricing and the inherently sky-high costs of running an airline, 8 major US carriers and over 100 smaller airlines went bankrupt from 1978 to the early 2000s. American staples such as Pan Am, Eastern Airlines, and Trans World Airlines all suddenly vanished due to their hasty approach to conquer new markets. So what did Southwest do that differentiated themselves from everyone else? They used their heads. Southwest has always known what their business model is, and they have always stuck to it. They make their money being the cost leader in the industry. It is their brand, and that is where they deliver value to the consumer. However, being a cost leader means that you also must focus on your cost due to the smaller profit margins from lower fares. Southwest does this in a number of ways. First and foremost, the company only uses one type of aircraft, the Boeing 737. This diminishes the cost of maintaining their planes since they all use the same parts. Another signature Southwest feature is that the company's flight staff begin cleaning the plane before it has even landed. They will even let you help if you want. Since the company only makes money when the planes are in the sky, cleaning the plane ahead of time allows for a quick turnaround at the gate and to get new passengers on as fast as possible. Southwest is also a master marketer, and their secret is to use humor to sell tickets.
Good night.
Good night.
I forgot my phone.
Wanna get away?
With a revolving door of hilarious and memorable commercials, and with catchy slogans like,
Somebody else up there who loved you?
You are now free to move about the country.
Wanna get away?
the Southwest brand is far and away the most recognizable out of any airline in the United States. All this has led to Southwest Airlines being profitable for more than 45 years in a row. In 2018, the company posted revenues of almost $22 billion, a net income of $3.2 billion, and had record cash flows. While other carriers continue to struggle in this country due to low profitability and high fixed and variable costs, Southwest continues to thrive. The Southwest business model has now been replicated multiple times over across the globe by carriers like Europe's Ryanair, Canada's WestJet, and Indonesia's Lion Air, along with many others. Southwest has become so dominant that they have created their own phenomenon known as the Southwest effect. The Southwest effect is where a community that Southwest or other low-cost carriers begin flying in and out of starts to grow due to the higher traffic that the airline brings with it, boosting the economy of that area in result. In the future, it will be interesting to see if Southwest continues its dominance or if another carrier will be able to dethrone Southwest as the low-cost king and take over the US airline industry throne.